that you really can hear me. All right, I'm just going to have to assume that you can hear me because nobody's commenting, nobody's telling me otherwise. So I pray that you can hear me because otherwise I'm going to talk for the next hour for absolutely no reason. All right, I'm just going to... Okay, so it's going to be the longest live video ever. Okay, so I was training as an opera singer, went into corporate and being a personal trainer. From corporate to being a personal trainer, still learning to be an opera singer. The opera singing never quite got off the ground. Discovered in this really strange set of events, like really strange, discovered that I am a sound healer, a master sound healer. I actually channel a language called light language, and it helps to heal people physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So it's an activation. Today is going to be all about using the full moon energy, which it's coming into a full moon in about 35 minutes. So all this energy with the full moon, I'm going to leverage that energy to help to activate abundance within you as a frequency. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction on the presentation. So we're going to do a lot of EFT tapping. If you're not familiar with EFT tapping, that's okay. I will actually take you through EFT tapping very, very quickly because I want you to tap for the entire presentation. Apart from when you're listening to the sound healing, I want you to be tapping. I'm going to be working with you to break the bonds of lack and limitation, and how I'll talk to you about how success and abundance can be easy, how to live life in the zone, what is keeping you from having more abundance, doing more EFT tapping sequences for abundance during the session. So during the session, I'm going to be walking you through specific EFT tapping sequences to clear the blocks and limiting beliefs out of your vibration so you can have more abundance, and 3 simple steps to creating abundance and success, and what to do next. So I am going to give you an opportunity, 3 in fact, to work with me in future. 2 are paid opportunities and one is totally free. Some of you may already be a part of the abundance tapping group. If you're not, I will show you how you can become a part of that because that's very powerful. And that is a free opportunity, and there are 2 paid opportunities to work with me. So yes, I will be sharing something with you where you can pay me if you want to, but I'm going to give you a ton of value out of this activation, abundance activation and training. And at the beginning, in just a few minutes, I will do a sound healing to begin the activation, and I will do a sound healing right at the end. So you want to stick around to the end because there's going to be another sound healing to really finish it off. So let's just have a look at the EFT tapping. So these are the points. You've got the top of the head, the eyebrow, the side of the eye, under the nose, the chin point, the collarbone, and under the arm. So I will very quickly go back to sharing my video. So get rid of that. And hopefully you can now see me again. Let me just check that is coming through. Yeah, you can. Okay, you can see me again. All right. I will just, somebody else has asked to join the group, so I will just approve them. There we go. Hi, Tamina, welcome. And let me show you the tapping points if you're not familiar with them already. So we've got the top of the head, which is just where the crown is. The crown of the head is the crown chakra. the eyebrow point, which is on the inside of the eye where the bony ridge is, the side of the eye, which is just outside on the bony ridge, under the eye, under the nose, chin point, collarbone point, under the arm, and top of the head. So all you do is, if you're not familiar with the points, just look, if you can't remember them all, that's okay. Pick one or two and just tap on these points. What might be easier if you're not familiar with it, or if you get tired of tapping on all these points all the time, what you can do is tap on the edges of the fingers. So the cuticle, where the cuticle kind of meets the sides of the fingers. So you use your thumb and you just tap on the sides of the fingers like that. And you just do that continuously. They are very, very powerful points as well. So they will help to move any blocks. What EFT does is, don't know if you can see that. Yep, you can. Okay, so EFT, what EFT does is help to remove the blocks. That's all you need to know for now. EFT helps to remove the blocks. Okie dokie. So let's go back. What I'm going to do now is go back to the presentation. Sharing the presentation. I'm going to do the first sound healing activation. So let me just stop sharing my video again. Off. Good. Okay, now I need to switch microphones because my normal microphone won't handle the frequency. Okay, so what I need you to do, and now it's going to start raining. Love the disruption of the full moon, don't you? All right. So what I need you to do is set a strong intention to activate the frequency of abundance within you. So just imagine, close your eyes, take a deep breath and release it. And again, take a deep breath. And as you release this breath, as you relax into your body, drop into your heart space, imagine reaching your energy body out to the universe and inviting the frequency of abundance into your energy space. That's it. Inviting the frequency of abundance into your energy space. So you are completely immersed in abundance. All your cells are vibrating abundance. And as you listen to the sound healing, that frequency of abundance will be magnified within every cell and fiber of your being, so it becomes an integral part of your vibration. Know it, feel it, breathe into it. Amen.
Scensidra latina, omiscianan sunta, amascia, aman sintu heila. Shinitsa, uiritsa, aimishatsu, Ocean samba, it's an anti-amosha. Imprezzando si briliscia anan sintonza ti amacra Scieta prensa quieta pranna Ietsa me kieka consa tia Lorenza scienta cana Ietsa prentia lazia cona Ieta merianza cosciantela chiatsama Etsia prena chia la prensia shantialanna Ieta pra Mietsa trena chia la pranta coziamenta chia la zianta Osciamenza, grazia cola, chianama, etsia prenta, coziama, scinsaleha, tia razza, toscinsa tiale e cansa, minsantra e la cozza, scintala, etsia manta, grazia, minsampra, chiala, ozia manta, trela, Scinsara, ecta pria cazzona, tialetta, rizza, shanta. Niazza. Taking a deep breath. Just taking a moment in silence to allow the sound to integrate as you breathe deeply. And keep breathing deeply. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay. All right. Good. We have a few people commenting saying they can hear. That is awesome. Nobody. All right. Very, very good. So, continue. So, the energy is going to continue running throughout the entire presentation. So just know that this activation is actually running through the entire presentation. The whole time you're here, the whole time you're listening, the activation, the abundance activation will be happening. So
Today is about helping you to break the bonds of lack and limitation in your life. So the only lack and limitation that we have is the one that's been set up in here. The conditioning, the belief systems that we were exposed to during our earliest years, and the experiences we've had through our lifetime, the things that have been telling us that we're not good enough, that it's not safe, that we don't deserve it. And they're the basic programming and the conditioning that happens. And it's why we stop ourselves from being all that we can possibly be, because you are an incredibly powerful being. You came from an infinite source, a powerful source, a source of infinite abundance. And you have that source within you. You are that source. The only thing that is stopping you from experiencing yourself as that is the belief system, the conditioning that are telling you that it's not true. You knew when you arrived that you were the most amazing being, capable of being so much and doing so much. And unfortunately, due to your conditioning, you were conditioned out of that, and you started to believe that you weren't good enough, that you didn't deserve it. All these fears and doubts started to drop into place. That's the only thing that's stopping you from experiencing a truly, truly abundant, free life, being all that you can possibly be. So this presentation is all about breaking those bonds of lack and limitation and helping you to do that. I doubt very much I'm going to be able to do all of that within the next hour, but I'm going to help to set you up to start the process, or at least accelerate the process for you. Definitely to accelerate the process for you. So if you've started the process, if you've been working on yourself, then I'm going to help to accelerate the process. And success and abundance can be easy. We've been led to believe that it's got to be hard, that you've got to work hard, that it's got to be a daily grind of 20 hours a day. You've got to hustle and you've got to push through the hard times. And you know what? There are always going to be challenges. That's life. Life has challenges to invite you to be a better person, to step up, to be all that you can possibly be, to learn more, to stretch yourself. That is what is so satisfying about being to achieving success. If it were easy, it'd be boring, because everything would already be done and our lives would be over. What makes success really, really fulfilling is the fact that we have to stretch ourselves, that we have to grow, that we have to be better today than we were yesterday. And that's all you need to do. Just be a little bit better today than you were yesterday, and a little bit better tomorrow than you were today. That's it. That is the journey to success and abundance. And it doesn't have to be hard. If you want to make it hard, you can make it hard. You've got plenty of evidence around you that it can be hard. But what about looking for evidence that it potentially can be easy? That by applying the very 3 basic steps that I'm going to share with you in a few minutes' time, in about 10-15 minutes' time, I'm going to share with you 3 basic steps to helping to get you to make success and abundance really, really easy. So I want you to tap on the points. So you should be able to see me in the video if you don't know the points yet. And just repeat after me. So tap on the inside of the eye and repeat after me. I choose to release all resistance to abundance and success now. What you need to do is repeat these phrases, okay? I choose to release all resistance to abundance and success now. I choose to release all fears and doubts that are telling me that it's not safe to be abundant. All belief systems that are telling me I'm not good enough. I'm releasing those belief systems right now. Releasing all resistance to abundance and success now. I choose to know it's safe to be successful and abundant. I choose to give myself permission to be successful and abundant. I choose to know I deserve to be successful and abundant. Releasing all resistance to success and abundance. Activating the frequency of abundance and success in my vibration. I give myself permission to be truly abundant. And do whatever it takes to be all I can be. Releasing all resistance to abundance and success right now. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the presentation, but I want you to keep tapping. And remember, you can always tap on the fingers if you get tired of tapping on the rest of the points. So success and abundance can be easy. It doesn't have to be a hard slog. And that's what I'm going to help to set up for you. It's all up here. Okay. So you didn't come to this life from a source of infinite everything, infinite in abundance, infinite joy, infinite bliss. You didn't come here with the intention of, I'm going to go to the earth as a human being and I'm going to suffer the whole time I'm there. And everything's going to be really hard. And then when I'm done, I'm going to die from that human life and I'm going to come back to bliss, joy. Why would you do that? Why would you choose to leave a place of infinite joy, power, abundance, and freedom to come and suffer? Like, that would just be insane. You didn't realize that the conditioning that happens when you get here means that you need to journey back to that place of knowing, that place of understanding, that place of true power. But you didn't come here to suffer. That would just be nuts. So it doesn't have to be hard. Just know that it can be easy. And here's a question that I've started asking myself recently. How easy can it be? Because the questions you ask dictate the quality of answers that you get. The quality of questions you ask determine the quality of answers you get. So start looking at the questions you're asking. Instead of, why am I always broke? Why does nothing ever work out for me? Why don't my relationships work out? Why do they treat me so badly? How about, how can I make this easy? How can I have more abundance in my life? What do I need to do to create more abundance in my life? Who do I need to meet to be able to make this easy for myself? Do you see how they're totally different quality questions? You get totally different quality answers. So there are several tips I'm going to give you during this presentation to help make success and abundance easy for you. So I need to now down. All right, so we've just done some tapping on stopping the resistance. The only thing that is stopping you from experiencing abundance is the resistance. Now, how does resistance show up? Resistance shows up as fears, doubts, belief systems, and you know because there's a feeling attached. Your feelings let you know if you're in a space of resistance. So if you're feeling negative feelings, you're in a space of resistance. If you're feeling positive feelings, you're in a state of allowing. And Abraham Hicks talks about the art of allowing all the time. And it's really, really important that you start to allow. Get yourself into the vibration of allowing. Trust, faith, do what brings you joy, and being at peace. All of these places are a place of allowing. Laughter, freedom, happiness, hope even is a state of allowing. It's not really the most powerful state of allowing, but it is a state of allowing. So you've got to stop resisting and start allowing. So while you're tapping, just think, I'm allowing abundance. I'm allowing abundance. I'm allowing myself to be abundant. I'm looking for opportunities to allow more abundance into my life. I choose to relax and allow abundance. I choose to trust and relax and allow more abundance into my life. I choose to trust and relax and allow more abundance into my life. Simple, isn't it? So I want you to keep tapping on that and know that this is something I should have mentioned right in the beginning. Abundance is not just about money. So many people attach the word abundance to money. It's not just money. Abundance is multidimensional. Abundance to me is holistic. It's physical health. It's loving relationships. It's a fulfilling career. It's mentally stimulating. It's a sense of achieving and self-worth. It's being vibrantly healthy. It's all of these things in one big holistic picture. That is true abundance. And of course, it is financial wealth as well, because everything needs to be in balance. And once you start to see abundance in one area of your life, you will start to see abundance in all areas of your life. That is how it works. You appreciate abundance in some areas of your life, you will start to experience abundance in more areas of your life. So life is like a jigsaw puzzle. I'm going to start to race through this a bit because you don't need to be a master of this stuff. Just have an understanding. And my husband bought for me for Christmas, he bought me a jigsaw puzzle. I love jigsaw puzzles. They drive me insane, but they're also a lot of fun. And there's lots of insights that I got while putting together the jigsaw puzzle. When we arrive, we know, you know how the picture is on the box of a jigsaw puzzle? So when we arrive, we know what the picture looks like. And the picture is actually complete. The jigsaw puzzle is complete. As we go through life, all the conditioning and the belief systems that we're exposed to and that we adopt kind of dismantles the jigsaw puzzle. And then when we get older, we've got to start putting it back together again. And it's, if you've got 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, mine was 1,000 pieces. So if you take 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle and you just take some random pieces and you start trying to put them together, that's not going to work, is it? That's just like a needle in a haystack. You're going to be there forever. It's going to take you a lifetime and then some to put it together in that haphazard way. A system is what you need to put a jigsaw puzzle together. A system is what you need to be able to get your life to work the way you want it to work. So with a jigsaw puzzle, you work from the outside in. You put the edge pieces together and then you get the colors that go in the places that look like on the box. You put the colors in different places and you start trying different pieces in different places and they don't fit and they don't fit and they don't fit. And then one fits. And it's a little celebration. You get a hit of endorphins, which is what life is like. And then you try more pieces and it's trial and error, putting pieces in and they don't fit and they don't fit and they don't fit. And one finally fits. Sometimes you can look at the puzzle for half an hour at a time and not find a single piece. And then all of a sudden you'll find 5 or 10 pieces all at once. They were sitting there all the time. You just couldn't see the way they fitted. Now, most of your puzzle is already together. I can guarantee that. Maybe you can't see it yet, but a lot of your puzzle is already together because you've been putting it together as you've journeyed through life. It's just up to you now to really start focusing on enjoying putting the puzzle together. If you stand back from an actual puzzle and you just look at it and fold your arms and go, well, my puzzle doesn't look like the box. Why doesn't my puzzle look like the box? It's meant to look like the box. And stamp your feet and get all upset instead of taking the pieces and putting them in place. It can be a really enjoyable process if you stop expecting it to be all perfect all at once and you just want your jigsaw puzzle in place. Because if it's in place, you're done. If you can see the whole picture, you're done. You're not here anymore. You don't want that. What you want to do is enjoy putting the jigsaw puzzle together. So think of life like a jigsaw puzzle, and as each piece goes into place, have a little celebration. Acknowledge that you've fitted another piece in place, and know that most of your jigsaw puzzle is already done. So this is something I recently heard from Simon Sinek, actually, and it's very appropriate, in that so many people today, particularly our younger generation, they see the summit and they want to get to the summit of the mountain, but they don't see that there's a mountain to climb in between. And this is what life is like. This is getting over the fears and doubts. This is overcoming the challenges. This is your growth, your personal development. This is learning the skills. It's growing into the person that you need to be who gets to the summit. It's building the muscles. As my wise mentor recently said in a Facebook group that I'm in, because I'm in his mentoring program, he recently said, clear some shit, move forward a little bit. Clear some shit, move forward a little bit. Clear some shit, move forward a little bit. That's the process. People just want to get from where they are to the summit immediately. Like, just teleport me there. Now, we haven't come to that place in our evolution yet. I think we will, but we're not there yet. There's a mountain to climb. Enjoy climbing the mountain and overcoming those challenges and growing into a better person. You can accelerate the journey, and this is what I'm helping you to do right now. By sharing this information with you, I am helping to accelerate the journey for you. So it's really important that you do take the quickest possible route there, but it's still a journey. You still have to climb up the mountain. So living life in the zone. I love this. It's a bit like what I was saying about enjoying putting the puzzle together. Living life in the zone it's being in a state of gratitude. It's enjoying the journey along the way. It's knowing that everything really is perfect. Everything really is perfect. And that you have the universe on your side, and just going through life with a sense of inner peace, calm, taking the next inspired step forward, knowing that no matter what is going on around you, if there is chaos going on around you, you are centered in the eye of the storm. And you're in a place of knowing and trusting. And this is vibrational alignment. Abraham Hicks calls it being in the vortex. I call it being in the zone. And when you're in the zone, everything becomes much easier and effortless, because the universe does 80 to 90% of the heavy lifting. You just show up. The biggest thing that you need to do is show up every single day. Just show up. And one of the 3 steps I'm going to share with you very soon is to take inspired action. So living in the zone or living in the vortex is being in vibrational alignment with who you are and where you're going, and being centered and trusting, and just having that real sense of deep knowing and inner peace that everything is perfect, and imagine trusting that everything is working perfectly. You don't have any sense of frustration or guilt or anger or sadness or any resentment or shame or any of those things, any of those feelings that actually drag you out of the zone. So this is where EFT can be so incredibly powerful, as you can release all of those negative emotions. And I hope you're still tapping, because the more you tap, the great thing with EFT is, even if you're not focused on a particular target, it's actually toning your energy. And the more you tap, the better results you are going to be. A lot of people just do emergency tapping. They have a problem and they think, oh, I'm going to solve this problem with emotional freedom technique. And sometimes they can, and sometimes it's stuck and it doesn't want to go anywhere. But if you do a lot of tapping and emotional toning with tapping, then you're going to get a lot better results long term, because it just naturally frees up your energy field while you're tapping, regardless of whether you're focusing on a particular target or not. Know that you have been sowing seeds your entire life. Everything that you have done, every choice you have made, every skill you have learned, every experience you have had, everything Whether you have judged it as good or bad, because nothing is really good or bad, it's just our judgment about it that makes it good or bad. Whether you have judged it as good or bad, or it just is what it is. And every single part of your life has been sowing the seeds of success and abundance the whole time. So know that all the seeds that you've planted are coming to fruition. They are growing. And a seed you don't just plant, it's not Jack and the Beanstalk. You don't just plant it and all of a sudden it gets a drop of rain and poof, there is this massive beanstalk into the heavens. It does take time. And if you keep digging that seed up, it's never going to germinate and get a chance to grow. You've got to plant the seeds and just trust. And very soon you'll see a shoot appear, and gradually that will grow into a beautiful shrub or flower or whatever plant that is that you want to think about, or an oak tree. And this is the process. And know that everything has happened for a reason. And you have been sowing these seeds all your life, and they are all pieces of the puzzle. There are no pieces missing. All the pieces are there, and everything that is happening is helping you to put those puzzles in the right places at the right time. The power of intention is so, so important. You've got to set an intention for what you want. I know that, and this is where you're planting your seeds. I know that intentions that I set years ago are starting to come to fruition right now. I'm seeing the fruits of those things coming right now. And they were very big intentions, and they are really starting to come into play now, and it is so exciting. You can set small intentions and see them come into play much more quickly. And as you do that, you build your trust and your faith, but you've got to set strong intentions. Write them down. Visions. What's your vision for the future? And hold to those intentions. Never let lose sight of your vision, your intention for yourself and for the difference that you want to make in the world. If you want to make a difference in the world, just really hold fast to those intentions and those visions. Do a vision board. They're fantastic. If you're worried about money, you're playing too small. I got this just recently. And, this may be really hard for you to wrap your head around right now, but the system is set up for us to fail with money. It really, really is. But when you unleash yourself, unfetter yourself from the system, meaning you don't allow those conditionings and the conditioning and the belief systems about the system that you're apparently plugged into, because you don't have to be plugged into it. It's a bit like the Matrix. Unpull the plug. Get unplugged from the matrix, the money matrix. But if you're worried about the money, then you are playing too small. And I know that you may have lots of fears and doubts. Great time for EFT. If you're feeling fear about money, then it's going to keep you so small. So what successful and wealthy people do, they don't keep score about the money. They have their vision, their big vision about what they want to achieve. And money is just a byproduct of their vision. It's not the vision. It is a byproduct of the vision. So what's your vision? Make it bigger than the money, and then focus on the vision. Focus on the vision. Make it bigger than you. And you will find ways to monetize it and to bring the money in. But while you are worried about the money, you are just playing way too small. You are so much bigger than that. You are enormous. You are so powerful. You are infinitely powerful. I don't know how to get that across to you. You are infinitely powerful. If you're worried about the money, you're just playing too small. So how can you release your stresses and fears and doubts about the money? The more you release your stresses and fears and doubts about the money, the better your relationship with money will be. And you may be thinking, but I have to worry about the money because there's just not enough of it. No, you don't. The more you release your fears and doubts, the better your relationship's going to be. Trust me. Okay, I love this slide. So I want you to keep tapping, of course, and we're going to do a specific tapping on this. As I keep saying, you came from an infinite source, a powerful source, a source of infinite abundance. You have that force within you. You are that force. You are an extension of that source. Once you embrace this, man, everything changes, because the whole world becomes a whole different place once you realize your true power. And it becomes, with true power, with acknowledging your true power comes compassion and grace and humility and inner peace and understanding and forgiveness. True power comes from a space of love. Anything that is any less than that, that that we see people do, people in places of power who are manipulating and controlling others and suppressing others, that comes from a place of fear. That is not the force. That is the dark side. And the dark side cannot win. I went to see Rogue One recently, the new Star Wars movie, and there were 3 lines in it that I loved. One is trust the Force. The other one is, what is the other one? I wrote it down just in case I forgot, like right now. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. So what we're going to do is start tapping on the inside of the eye and just repeat. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. I trust the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. I completely trust the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. I completely trust the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. I completely trust the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. I completely trust the Force. On the top of the head, the Force is with me. I am one with the Force. I trust the Force. Okay, deep breath. Keep tapping. So that is a very simple yet powerful tapping you can do to really reconnect with and activate the force within you. Quickly, because I know it's so late. If you're in the UK, it's actually the middle of the day, just about. But I know that it's late here in Australia, and that it's also actually it's coming into daylight, probably in the United States right now. But the story of the Golden Buddha. So this is a terrific story that you may have heard of, where there were in 1947, I believe, in Thailand, there was a monastery, and the monastery had caught wind of the fact that there were a group of bandits who were coming through Thailand, this area of Thailand, and just raping and pillaging everything pretty much. And this monastery had this beautiful golden Buddha, and they did not want that to be pillaged and pinched by the raiders. So they set about, before the bandits arrived, they set about covering this Buddha in clay. Now, fast forward to the early 2000s, and this monastery, all those monks were killed. And nobody knew that there was a golden Buddha underneath the clay Buddha until in the early 2000s, this monastery was moving. And they went to move the golden Buddha, and one of the monks noticed that there was a crack in the clay. Now, they decided, it was getting close to the end of the day, they decided that they would leave moving the Buddha until the next day to figure out how they could move it. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of water. And how they could move it without damaging the Buddha even more. But one of the monks went back later that night with a torch, and he's shining the torch on the Buddha. He was curious as to this crack, and he noticed something flashing back at him from under the clay. So he got brave and he started to chip away at the clay, and he chipped away for a while and then stood back and realized that this is incredible golden Buddha under the clay that had laid hidden for over 50 years. And of course, they chipped away all the clay and discovered this incredibly precious golden Buddha that had lay hidden. There is a golden Buddha within you. The stories, the belief systems, the fears and doubts, the conditioning, that is the clay that is covering up your beautiful golden Buddha. And by using processes like emotional freedom technique, the sound healing that I'm working with you, the other processes that I use, so like instant miracle technique, peace process, the things that I use with my clients, and on the different projects that I do, they are all chipping away at that clay to reveal the golden Buddha underneath. So I just love that story. Just know that there is a golden Buddha within you waiting to get out. The essence of you is whole and perfect and complete. You are not broken. You have never been broken. Nothing can break you. Your soul is perfectly intact and nothing can hurt your soul. Once you chip away the clay, you will uncover the essence of who you are, that golden Buddha. All right, this is just something I threw in as a little bit of a tip. I've got plenty of them, but your psychology, your physiology changes your psychology. So you notice on the left-hand side, you have that's Usain Bolt, and this is a typical pose for anybody who is in a winning. You'll notice that a lot of athletes will throw their hands up high when they've won something because it's open. And this is a very powerful pose. When you're feeling small and diminished or depressed, you will curl yourself up in a ball. You will make yourself small and insignificant. And that's a very disempowering pose. So just try it. The next time you feel you need to be pumped up, throw your arms wide, throw your just put your legs out shoulder width apart and just stand there for 2 minutes and feel how your feeling, your internal feeling changes. It changes your psychology. When you if you need to do something like go out and speak, or you're feeling nervous about an interview or something, you can always do that. Or you can do the Wonder Woman pose, the power pose, which is simply, again, feet shoulder width apart, hand on your hips, standing like Wonder Woman, or for the guys, Superman. So they're two incredibly powerful things you can do to alter your physiology, to be able to change your psychology. And there are various other things you can do too. Just sitting up straight and tall can help to change your psychology. Your psychology. So very important. Just checking the Facebook page to see if anybody's asking any questions. Don't forget, guys, if you do want to ask questions, then just post in the comments below. Okay, don't seem to be any questions at this point. So I will continue. All right. Where's my presentation gone? There it is. Okay. So here are the 3 simple steps to attracting more abundance and achieving more success in your life. First one, make a decision. Nothing happens in your life without making a decision first. So you need to make a decision. You need to get very, very clear on what you want. And most people can tell me what they don't want. A lot of people can't tell me what they do want. Get very clear about what you want for you, what you want for your future, how you want your life to look. What difference do you want to make in the world? What career do you want? What kind of health do you want? Get really clear and write it down. It's very important. Writing things down, particularly writing them out by hand, not typing them out, but writing them out by hand, very, very powerful. Very powerful energy transfer, and refer to it on a regular basis, preferably a couple of times a day at least, but when you wake up in the morning and before you go to bed at night, and set your subconscious mind to the task of bringing that vision to life. You can tap while you're reading your vision for your future, to tap it into place, to tap away the beliefs that are stopping you from achieving it. Do you realize you are only ever a week away from manifesting anything that you want? 1 week. It's only the stories and the belief systems that get in the road of you manifesting anything in your life. We do have a grace period because 80 to 90% of our thoughts are negative. that's average, not 80 to 90. I think it's 70 to 80 actually, or 60 to 80% of our thoughts. On average, people's thoughts are negative. Now, because you're on this particular broadcast, I have a feeling that you're actually less than the average. So you've been working on yourself and you've been changing your thought patterns and your belief systems. But the reason we have a grace period is because if we could manifest absolutely everything totally instantly, you would be creating so much negative crap in your life, you'd be unlikely to survive. So we're given a grace period. But once you release the stories and the belief systems, the doubts and the fears, then you are capable of manifesting everything so quickly when you get those blocks, when you get that resistance out of the road. So make a decision, get very, very clear about what you want and where you're headed, and know that internally, make the decision that it is no matter what. There are no excuses. There is nothing standing in your way that you cannot handle, and that you are going there, that it is happening. That the statement, I will. There's wishing and wanting, and there's the statement, I will. And the statement, I will, is very powerful. Alignment, getting into alignment with what you want. And there are several different factors about alignment that you need to know about. So this is a vibrational, emotional, and mental alignment. How do you achieve that? We've already spoken about it. Releasing resistance, the fears, the doubts, the limiting beliefs, the negative emotions. They are what are standing in the way of you achieving whatever it is that you want. You are capable of achieving anything you want. Remember that. You are capable of achieving absolutely anything when you get into alignment and you release those fears, doubts, limiting beliefs, and negative emotions. And sometimes you've just got to feel the fear and do it anyway. No amount of tapping can sometimes help to shift the fears and doubts, but sometimes just doing it is as powerful as anything else. Getting out of your comfort zone, really, really important that you get out of your comfort zone every single day. So values, you need to get in alignment with your values. Do you even know what your values are? Your values are simply that which is most important to you. And you will be able to tell you what your values are when you look at your life, because we act in accordance with our values, and we produce the results that we produce are always in accordance with our values in some way, shape, or form. So you need to be in alignment with your values when you set your goals. And maybe it's time to reassess your values and to change them. Are they still appropriate for who you are today? You can do that with emotional freedom technique. And I actually do that in the upcoming coaching program that I have. I help you go through your values and assess whether they're still appropriate, and find out why they are what they are, and shift them if you need to. Increase in self-confidence. Self-confidence is critical to you achieving alignment with what you want. If you don't feel you deserve it or you're not worthy, then it's really going to be a hard slog if you ever get there. You can use EFT to get into an alignment with your confidence and your self-worth. Knowing yourself, knowing your true self, your true power, so important. Being authentic, just being who you are and being true to you, so powerful. Focusing on your vision. We've already spoken about that. This is your vision is going to be totally in a vibrational match for you. And you wouldn't want it if it wasn't. And it's up to you to get in alignment with that. And the third step is, once you've decided and you've gotten into vibrational alignment with it, then it's about taking action, and not just any action, inspired action. So many of us just do because we have this strange conditioning, and it's in most of us, that the more we do, the more we have to do, the more important we are. And if we're not doing, then we're feeling a whole lot of shame and guilt. Because if we're not doing, then we're not striving forward. But you can do a whole lot of stuff and get virtually nowhere. So it's really important that you are taking inspired action. And when you're aligned, in alignment, the inspired action will come quite easily and effortlessly and get you to your goals much more quickly. Inspired action, the reason it gets you to your goals more quickly is because there is less resistance when you take inspired action. They are direct messages from the universe telling you need to go and do this to get to where you want to be. And the universe wants you to take the shortest route possible. So the more you just try to drive and push and make it hard, the longer it's going to take. The more you take inspired action, and you can choose to take a little bit of inspired action and take the journey a little more gently, or you can choose to take a whole lot of inspired action, one after the other or after the other, and get to your destination quickly. It is your choice. So you can do this on your own, and I am going to very soon, I'm going to do the second alignment activation, abundance activation for you for sound healing. So stick with me. This is the final part of this presentation. You can do this on your own, but you don't have to. Doing it on your own is the hard way. It's the slow way. Believe me, I know. I tried it. I worked for years and years and years on myself, and I made progress. But until I collaborated, until I started working with a coach, a mentor, and joining programs and investing in myself, that's when the rubber really hit the road. So you can do this on your own, but you don't have to. And here's the first of the 3 opportunities I'm going to give you. The third opportunity, remember, is free if you don't want to actually take advantage of either of the paid opportunities to work with me. And the paid opportunities will get you much better results much more quickly, simply because they're more concentrated. The 6-month coaching program, you will get 3 90-minute calls per month. So that's 1 call every week for 3 weeks. One of the calls will be an abundance meditation and sound healing for activation. So it will be, whereas the other 2 calls will be working with individuals. So I'll get to work with you one-on-one on some of the calls to clear those blocks to abundance. I will also help you to align with your values. There will be processes that I will go through to help you to work out what your values are and align your goals with your values, to help you to make a decision on your vision, get in alignment, and to take inspired action. I'm going to help you for 6 months to get through, just accelerate your progress so much more quickly than you have to date. The first call is going to be 8 a.m. Tuesday, the 31st of January. And it will go through to the end of July. So that's 6 months of coaching with me. The groups will be pretty small. And the full payment option is $997. So you receive a $185 discount, and you receive a bonus one-on-one call with me valued at $497. So that is a really good bonus, because I will work with you for a full 60 minutes to help to really uncover what's blocking you so you can move forward much more quickly. So the full payment option is $997. You can choose to pay in installments of $197 a month. All you need to do is find out more information, is go to pitbullmindset.com/abundance activation. And we're going to be starting in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be doing more promotions for this in the coming weeks. So if you don't jump on board quickly, then the spaces are going to fill up and you might miss out. So that is the offer, the first offer that I'm making for you today. That is really intensive, and you will get incredible results over those 6 months. And that is a real fast track. This is a real fast track option. So you will get clarity on your vision for the future. You'll learn how to live in the zone, activating the force of abundance and greatness within you, releasing those blocks to abundance and success, aligning with abundance and success, getting into that space of allowing, so everything is so much easier. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like everything to just be in flow and be so much more effortless and feel like just everything is working perfectly? You'll get an increase in your self-confidence, inspiration, and creativity. I'll help you to reconnect with your true self, your powerful true self, acknowledging, accepting, and owning the universal power within you. and guidance to what action to take to achieve your vision. So I'll help you to put together a strategic action plan that will help you to get to where you want to be so much more quickly than the path that you're on right now. What we'll be doing is EFT, sound healing, peace process, instant miracle technique. I'll be doing some of Byron Katie's work, and there'll be a whole lot of work that I'll be doing with you during those calls. It is truly powerful and very intense. So much, much more. If you want to get into that as that is, where's the, there it is, abundance activation, pitbullmindset.com, abundance activation. Now, the free opportunity, if you are not already a part of the abundance tapping program, then go to pitbullmindset.com/abundance tapping, register your details. That is 21 days of abundance tapping videos that is going to help to activate the vibration of abundance in you. People are getting extraordinary results from that program. So if you're not in a position to invest in yourself yet, then this will definitely help to start you on the journey and releasing a lot of that resistance. So if you haven't joined that yet, go and join it. If you have joined it and you haven't been doing the tapping daily, then I encourage you to start now. 21 days can make a big difference in your mindset and your future. So that's the second opportunity. Now, where's the third opportunity? Good Lord, I think I've taken it out. All right. For the third opportunity, you can have for a very short period of time until the second week in February, I'm offering one-on-one sessions with me, 30-minute sessions for just $47. Now that's US, and that is 90% off what I normally charge. So $497 normally for a one-on-one breakthrough session with me, but you can have one of those sessions for $47 for the next 4 weeks. And there are only a few available. I've only opened up a few in my schedule. So what you need to do is email me at Marguerita, Marguerita, at pitbull, as in the dog, mindset.com. And either that, or you can put a message in the chat box underneath this video, and I will send you the link to be able to book one of those sessions. So just $47 US to have a 30-minute breakthrough session with me. So that's the third opportunity. And now I'll check and see if there's any more questions on the live broadcast. Somebody else wants to join the group, so I will let them in. And they can, the good thing about this broadcast is that no matter when you're listening to it, you will be receiving the benefits. Okay, somebody has a question. Apurv, the question on decision. Want an Aston Martin car. I know that I can get it by becoming a successful businessman. So shall I use all my energy to focus on that car or imagining myself as a successful businessman? Both. So you definitely put your emotional and mental energy into knowing that the car is already there for you. So know that it's already there. It's just that you need to then take the inspired action to being that successful businessman, to being able to purchase the car or to receive the car. Sometimes you just need to allow yourself to receive the car and know that it could come to you in many different ways. So Apurv, what you need to do is focus on both. They are both a part of your vision. For I'm sure that being a successful businessman isn't just about having the car. It's about the success, the satisfaction and fulfillment that you will get from being a successful businessman. So it's a twofold benefit, really. So focus on both. And the successful businessman, you will be defined as a successful businessman when you achieve certain things. So how does being a successful businessman look? What does that picture look like to you? What kind of business is it? Do you have 100 employees or 1,000 employees, or are you a solopreneur? Do you just want to go it on your own? What kind of business is it? How does it serve others? Every business needs to be a business of service. And how does it serve others? And do you see where you need to expand that vision? And then as that successful businessman, you can visualize yourself driving that Aston Martin car. So I hope that answers your question. Please comment again and let me know if that clears it up a little bit for you. And this is where your vision is not one-dimensional, it is multi-dimensional. When you're successful, what do your relationships look like? And you can have all of that right now and be that person right now. But the journey is so fulfilling and so rewarding, and it's putting those pieces of the puzzle in place that will get you there. So I hope that answers your question, Apuf. Yeah, if nobody else has any more questions, I will refresh the page just to make sure nothing else coming through. I will now do the second sound healing. So get ready, everybody. This is where the rubber really hits the road. So I'm going to turn my video off, and I'm going to, I need to change my microphone again. There we go, microphone's changed. So again, I want you to close your eyes. Some nice deep breaths. Just move my chair a little bit. And just feel that abundance vibration surging through you. Actually visualize the energy of abundance coming down from the heavens above you, from the source. See it coming down in this incredible stream, totally bathing you in the energy of abundance. And as it bathes you in this energy of abundance, your cells, every fiber and cell of your being, your energy body, your physical body, takes on this energy of abundance. Deeply and completely, abundance is integrated within your energy body, within your being, your physical being. It is locked into your mindset. Abundance is effortless. You are an abundant being. You came from a source of infinite abundance. You deserve abundance. Embrace abundance. Know that you are swimming in an ocean of abundance. Everything is moving you on a daily basis toward more abundance. Picture that, feel that, know that in the deepest part of your being, right to the essence of who you are. Allowing the sound to activate that in you now.
tralamancisha, ore lananza, eiman santurila, arishunatsa mundri. Si pralina shuritsinda irimarala usha Satrushika Mitrilo Shanda Uritsatama Urishina Amansantina Amen sondeina iman sandarala si brilascia urizzanda omeriliscia arazzunda irilanzi tira la sola surilazzanda Rinazzunda amascianzundi Grilishon samaturilansinda amansandura oreshansida amishitsanda Ralansenda omeshanza Nishan Santuri Lama Venansin Shanta Shiana Francia Kotiamenna Ikan satria latsunte ialen satria katsanta ola ola Shinsanta tria la kotsiamenta traknia kotsatia la manna etsiasha min santraha kotsinenta min sampra Nitsa Nitsa And Taking a deep breath right into the bottom of your stomach. Feeling the abundance surging through every fiber and cell of your being. Knowing that the abundance that has been with you and in you the whole time is now vibrating strongly, coursing through you. It is a part of you. Know that abundance is everywhere and that you are abundance. There is nothing preventing you from experiencing more and more abundance in your life. And over the coming days and weeks, you will see so much abundance pouring into your life from sources and places that you never possibly imagined. Know it. Trust it. The universe wants so much for you. Give yourself permission to experience that abundance on every level, in all forms in your life. Give gratitude now for the abundance that is waiting for you and that you will experience over the coming days, weeks, months, and years. A truly abundant life in all ways. And continue to breathe deeply. And bringing your awareness and your attention back into the room. Trust and know that this activation has been powerful. It has been leveraging the full moon, and has activated within every fiber and cell of your being. Know that abundance is waiting for you. Give yourself permission and allow it. Actually, start tapping again. And as you tap, repeat after me. I am abundance. I live and breathe abundance. I am the essence of abundance. I experience abundance in all areas of my life. I see abundance everywhere. I trust that abundance is coming to me now. I believe that abundance is waiting for me. I live and breathe abundance. I am abundance. I came from an infinitely abundant source. I connect to the infinite source of abundance. I give myself permission to be abundant. I am swimming in an ocean of abundance. I am nestled in the womb of abundance. Abundance is who I am. Abundance is my birthright. I embrace abundance in all areas of my life.
I give myself permission to experience abundance. I see abundance everywhere. I feel truly abundant. I know and trust that abundance is coming to me now in all areas of my life. And keep tapping. Take a deep breath. Simple yet powerful phrases that you can use every single day. I use those phrases every day as I tap to increase the level of abundance in my life. There is never any end to the amount of abundance you can experience in your life in different ways, in different areas of your life. Know that it's always there for you, waiting for you to align with it. So don't forget, if you would like to take part in either of the coaching programs, in the coaching program, then go to pitbullmindset.com/abundance activation, abundance-activation. And that is for 6 months of coaching, and there's 3 monthly calls. One of them is going to be an abundance meditation and sound activation. And the other 2 90-minute calls are going to be where I work with you one-on-one in a group situation, but I'll be working with different people in the group, not the same people every week, different people in the group to clear the blocks and resistance that you have to abundance so you can increase your abundance mindset solidly for 6 months. So, and if, don't forget, you can see the 21 days of tapping into abundance, which is free, which is simply pitbullmindset.com/abundance-tapping to be able to go and join that. Or you can email me at marguerita@pitbullmindset.com to ask for a link to the special $47 coaching, one-on-one coaching, which is normally $497. So that's a 30-minute coaching for $47. You can email me for the link to that. So that's it. That is the activation. Well done. And you know what? It was perfect timing because it's all happened as the moon has come into its fullest. And it is now 22 minutes past the 22nd hour. How cool is that? That is alignment. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I will stick around for the next 5 or 10 minutes. If you have questions, actually, I will just check. I'll refresh the page and check and see if there are any more questions in the group that I can answer before I end the broadcast. So, no, nothing seems to. Yes, Apurva said that was useful. Okay, yes, great. Glad that was really, really useful. You can also listen to this again. The abundance activation will be, the more you listen to it, the more activation you're going to get from it. So simply play it in the background, go back and listen to the training again, because the abundance is the activation is interwoven right throughout the entire presentation. So I hope to see you in the program, the group coaching program, or speak to you personally on a coaching call. If not, or see you in the 21 Days of Tapping into Abundance program, which also has a Facebook group, a special Facebook group. I look forward to seeing you at some point in the future. Have an exceptional, abundant day and look for the evidence. Start really focusing your mind and looking for the evidence of abundance that is going to start coming into your life. The more evidence you see, the more you will compound, because it's your focus. You get what you focus on, right? So the more you focus on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can just speak to you directly. So the more you focus and see the evidence of the abundance, the more abundance you will attract. So it just compounds it. So do that. Focus and be grateful for the abundance that you see and the evidence of the abundance that you already have in your life. It is late and I'm going to go. My voice is starting to go, but I will hang around for a little while on the Facebook group, and I will chat with you on the Facebook group for the next 5 or 10 minutes with questions if you have any. Have an exceptional day, night, wherever you are. Take care and I will see you again somewhere very soon.